Hello and welcome back. LTV News has returned for another season and we're so excited to share it with you. It's been a long, hot summer, but your favorite news show is back on TV. To kick it off, we get to see some big LaSalle accomplishments and fun events, and how a few farmers are using the face of a popular country music star as an inspiration to decorate their corn mazes this fall. Casey and Aaron may be gone this season, but we're here to carry on their legacy. We promise we won't disappoint. Hello, I'm Maddie Geyer.
And I'm Jackie Reyes. We may be new to your screens, but we'll be here all season and we have so much to share with you. So for now, don't go anywhere because coming up, you hear the latest new ingredient being added to cup noodles and why this unexpected passenger caused this Nebraskan man to get pulled over. You won't want to miss it. You're watching LTV, where the action never stops.
Hello and welcome back to LTV News, where we bring you everything from 20th and Olney Avenue to Philadelphia and the world.
There's a lot to catch up on the next half hour, so don't go anywhere because for our first episode, we have a lot of interesting stories you won't want to miss.
LaSalle University has been acknowledged by Money Magazine as one of the premier colleges in the United States. As per Money Magazine Best Colleges in America 2023 report, the university has received an impressive 4 out of 5-star rating. This rating system is based on an extensive analysis of various factors, including graduation rates, the cost of attendance, financial aid availability, and the earnings of alumni. LaSalle stands out as one of just 3 Catholic universities in the Philadelphia area to achieve a 4-star rating or higher. In more recent national rankings of graduate programs by U.S. News & World Report, the university's full-time MBA program was recognized for its exceptional job placement, with 95.2% of graduates securing full-time employment within 3 months of graduation. LaSalle's public health and nursing programs made their debut in U.S. and World News Report's 2023-2024 Best Graduate Programs. LaSalle was recognized for their online cybersecurity graduate program as one of the top 20 best online master's in cybersecurity degrees in 2023.
Greg Nair will be joining the LaSalle community this upcoming October as our new Vice President of Enrollment Management. He has most recently served as Senior Vice President of Strategic Initiatives at Daemen University, where he oversaw student relations and persistence efforts. He also oversaw the university's emergency response efforts through the COVID-19 pandemic. Here at LaSalle, he will oversee the entire enrollment division, student accounts receivable, systems, and analytics. In his new role, Nair commented, "I could not be more thrilled to join the LaSalle community."
LaSalle has connected with 4S Bay partners regarding the sale of 2 off-campus properties meant to amplify the student experience. 4S Bay is a single-family office that strives to eliminate prejudice and inequity and create economic opportunity. LaSalle has utilized its services as part of a new strategic plan for the university titled Ascend, which aims to better prepare students for careers following graduation. The assessment identified St. Teresa Court and the LaSalle Apartments as properties that may be repurposed to fit the needs of students and the surrounding community. 4S Bay has a history of investing in projects from the Northwest Philadelphia area and works hard to promote neighborhood growth and vitality.
LaSalle University has hired Brian Perkins as the new head coach of women's rowing. Perkins is considered a veteran in the coaching world as he has 20 years of experience. Perkins most notably oversaw the nationally ranked crew team at Temple University and led the Owls to multiple Dad Vail titles and appearances at the IRA National Championships. The vice president of the LaSalle Athletic and Recreation and Director of Athletics, Ashwin Puri, seems to be really excited about the hiring of Perkins. In the year of 2022, Temple Owls experienced their first championship win under Perkins. In 2021, Temple won their first trophy for men's sports under him as well.
LaSalle is about halfway through its September month of welcome to all returning and new students and staff. There are some cool events coming up in the second half of the month that you won't want to miss. The Office of Student Conduct will present its annual Welcome to Campus event on Wednesday, September 20th, from 1 to 2 in the Union Lobby. On Friday, September 22nd, the African American Student League will host Rep Your Flag from 8:30 to 10 p.m. on the Union patio. Following that, Saturday, September 23rd, we'll celebrate everybody's birthday in the Union Food Court from 8 to 10 p.m. Towards the end of the month, September 29th, the Union Ballroom will host a silent disco from 6 to 9 p.m., so get out there and start exploring.
The Philadelphia Health Department has recalled tens of thousands of COVID-19 tests after discovering them to be invalid. FlowFlex rapid tests are seeing fakes off its testing kit circulate the medical market, with an incorrect barcode number revealing their fakeness. It is unclear where these tests are coming from or whether or not they work. It is also unclear just how many of these unapproved tests have already made their way to medical organizations and facilities. James Garrow, the health department's communications director, commented, "I'm not sure where these tests came from into the pipeline. For now, the remaining tests will stay in storage while the health department continues to uncover this odd medical mystery."
Betty Taggart is a lifelong Phillies fan who never ever misses a game. This past Monday, she had the opportunity to watch the game from Citizens Bank Ballpark in person, and she did not pass on the opportunity despite the fact that she is blind. She considered the day she got to watch the game in person a very special day. Her daughter and son-in-law were seated with her that day in the stands. Although she is blind and she cannot physically watch the game, she said that the energy in the stadium was very powerful. The energy was so, in fact, powerful that she could feel it in her body. The legendary night concluded with Betty receiving a surprise visit from a former 1993 National League champion and a 2008 World Series coach and Phillies ambassador.
As the fall semester kicks off at Temple University, JoAnne Epps will consider themselves the new leadership of acting president. Epps was elected president earlier this year in April. In an interview, Epps provided a statement along the lines of, "She would have never guessed she would become the university's new president." She also mentioned that she was previously thinking of retiring from the Philadelphia School District. However, when Temple selected her to be the new president, she knew not retiring at the moment was the right decision. Epps spent majority of her career teaching as a former university professor and a dean at Beasley School of Law. Epps promises that under her reign of leadership, she will make sure everyone's needs are met.
Shauna Smith, a Philadelphia woman who grew up in a family that taught her to always give back, has started her own nonprofit last year to help kids grow up in a less violent environment. She named the organization A Chance at Life, which hosts a variety of activities and promotes anti-gun violence. Smith said she feels like there are a lot of kids who are not able to be kids. They're constantly reminded of the crime and violence in the city of Philadelphia. Committed to making a change, Smith moved from South Jersey and has since hosted events like Strike Back Against Gun Violence, a community bowling event, or Recipe for Peace, a cooking class at her home. Smith said, "Whatever A Chance at Life can do to kind of redirect that energy and get them out doing more positive things, I'm all here for it." In the future, Smith plans to get more children involved and eventually grow her organization beyond Philadelphia.
Before we share any more news, we're going to take a quick break, but stay tuned to hear about the new SEPTA upgrades and the new way people are getting ready for the fall this year.
When you miss an episode of Q&A, you get hungry. When you get hungry, you don't know what to eat. When you don't know what to eat, you get irritable. When you get irritable, you miss questions on your exam. Don't miss questions on your exam. Watch Q&A on LaSalle TV.
People people join Walk MS to raise awareness and funds that change the world for everyone affected by multiple sclerosis. Walk MS brings communities together, creating teams with friends, loved ones, and coworkers to rally around those we care about and end MS forever. Together, we can change the world for people with MS. Register today at walkms.org.
Hello again, and welcome back to LTV News. Get ready for a transit transformation that's bound to get Philly talking.
SEPTA, the city's transportation lifeline, is forming a bus revolution, and they want you to be a part of it. SEPTA, the folks behind those familiar buses, is giving their entire bus network a makeover. From Bucks County to Philly, they're shaking things up, and it all kicks off next year. Hold on to your bus passes because they're hosting public hearings this September. This is your chance to shout out your thoughts, whether in person or virtually. SEPTA's been talking to folks, and the crowd's chorus is loud and clear. Faster and more reliable buses, simpler routes, and buses that actually go to where folks need them to go. They're throwing down the big bucks, over $150 million for fancier bus stops and faster bus trips. Plus, they're giving away their website, app, and payment methods of revamp. Safety is also in the mix, with SEPTA staff getting more training after a few bumps in the road. So mark your calendars. The first public hearings start Tuesday at SEPTA HQ in Philly, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. SEPTA's listening, and they're ready to get the wheels turning more efficiently.
The U.S. Environmental Protective Agency, or EPA, failed to take action on a problematic benzene emission standards, resulting in the 2019 PES refinery explosion. PES, known as Philadelphia Energy Solutions, demonstrated dangerous levels in emission not up to EPA criteria, but the organization neglected to act until it was too late. Hilco Redevelopment Partners have now bought the land with hopes of turning it into a business industrial campus. Russell Zerbo, an advocate with nonprofit Clean Air Council, stated, "Benzene is a known carcinogen and it's obviously still being emitted from the refinery site. EPA should step in and demand Hilo focus on the cleanup of the site and not its redevelopment."
All right, country fans, are you looking for ways to get in touch with their country roots without leaving the area? Farms across the country are going against the grain and creating corn mazes shaped like Reba McEntire's head. 3 farms in Pennsylvania and 2 in New Jersey are among 42 across the country that are involved in the collaborative campaign to promote Not That Fancy, McEntire's new book and album. Set to be released in October, Karen Paulus, who created a McEntire maze in Mount Airy Orchids in Dillsburg, said, "We love Reba's music and we love her." And so, to have this opportunity was an exciting thing to be able to do. Like McEntire, these mazes are country, laid back, and corny. The idea was conceived by Maze Incorporated, a Utah-based company that designs campaign-related corn mazes for more than 300 farms around the world. They said they feel like McEntire represents what they represent, providing good, wholesome fun for families in rural settings, and they feel like she's loved by people who go to their farms. If you're looking for some fall fun dedicated to the Queen of Country, then keep an eye out for opening dates for the mazes, which can be found in participating farms' websites.
A Florida public school teacher, Robert Goodman, has used up his paid sick days during colon cancer surgery and treatment. He determined he needed at least 20 more sick days for further chemotherapy, but they weren't available. In July, Goodman took a selfie and posted it on Facebook, asking for help. Within 4 days, he received enough sick days to cover a whole semester. Teachers, staff, administrators, and even cafeteria workers who contribute to the Florida retirement system donated a total of 75 sick days. Goodman commented, "Educators across the country reached out to me to donate their sick days, even professors at Florida Atlantic University. I felt guilty because I knew there were people who had it much worse than me." He added, "I wasn't surprised that teachers were giving. Teachers are always giving all the time. When one of their own needs help, they'll always step up." The outpouring of support also came from students. Goodman said, "Students shared stories of how I've positively influenced them, which was a good reminder of why I chose to teach and why I can't wait to get back."
Okay, gamers, do you ever wish you can have a snack and an energy drink all wrapped in one? Because now you can. Nissin Foods, the maker of the popular instant noodle brand Cup Noodle, is releasing something that gives you both substance and energy in the form of a caffeinated noodles and rice. These edible power-ups were released yesterday in Japan, though there's no word on whether the product will be sold here in the United States. Gaming Cup Noodle comes into two varieties, the garlic and black pepper yakisoba flavor and the curry rice flavor. The caffeine content of the products have yet been specified, but if it keeps gamers alert and awake, I say it's money well spent.
With that news, we're going to take one more quick break, but don't go anywhere, because up next we have an unexpected guest spotted at a Metallica concert and a few more fun or scary stories about animals roaming outside their natural environment.
I just missed the shuttle.
You never hit record!
I never hit record. I just got an F on my exam.
Is that you? Do you sit around bored all day? Do you want to watch television shows where you can look at the people and be like, I can be that. That's me. Well, you should check out LaSalle TV. That rhyme. We got entertainment news at Backstage Pass. We got regular news at LTV News. We got sports news at Sports Talk and Sports Line. And for those of you who really want some fun stuff, Q&A. Because down at LaSalle TV, we got a full buffet.
Thanks, LaSalle TV.
Thanks, LaSalle TV.
Thanks, LaSalle TV. I still missed the shuttle.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Good kisses. Good kisses.
You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
We've all seen some unusual things at concerts, but this concert in particular had an unexpected guest in the crowd. Stephen Lee Jr. and a few friends were heading into SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California to attend a Metallica concert. They noticed something unusual. There was a dog amidst the concert crowd. Initially, they thought the dog might be accompanying another concert goer, but it soon became apparent that the pup was there on her own. Lee shared, "The dog seemed very comfortable and was having a good time. As we walked towards the stadium, the dog was right there the whole way." Although Lee lost sight of the dog, as they navigated the crowd, it turns out that the pup had found her own spot. Later, a photo surfaced showing the dog gazing toward the stage where Metallica was performing, clearly enjoying the show. Initially, the concert staff believed the dog may have been abandoned at the venue, so they escorted her out and placed her with a local shelter. However, Metallica's official Facebook page confirmed that the dog, named Storm, had actually ventured to the concert herself after slipping away from home. It turns out that Storm lives near the stadium, and the band reported that she was safely returned with her actual family the next day. Storm's family was undoubtedly relieved to have her back. I feel like Storm's a very fitting name for a dog who likes heavy metal. I'm glad that she was returned home safely. What like concerts and music have you been into over the summer, Jackie?
Recently I went to a 9AA concert out in Reading, PA. Yes, it was very exciting, super fun. Hope to see him again soon.
Nice. Yeah, there's some new music dropped over the summer. I think Ice Spice dropped some things.
Oh, yeah.
Have you tried her new drink?
I have. Have you?
Ice Spice drink. I haven't, but you said it's amazing. So
it is so good.
I've yet to try it, but eventually. But so eventually I'll get there because we have a Dunkin' right next to us on campus.
You're right. Isn't it like up Olney? Not mistaken. Massachusetts teen has died at the age of 14 from viral one-chip challenge. This challenge includes eating one chip made of Carolina Reapers, which are the hottest peppers in the world. This trend became viral due to its popularity on social media. This has led to various hospitalizations of individuals participating in this challenge. Pediatricians have warned parents about this trend, which is not intended for children, women who are pregnant, or have underlying health issues. Pocky, the chip company, has been forced to remove their hot chips off store shelves, sending their condolences to the late teen's family. According to Pocky, quote, "We care about all of our consumers."
5,000 people have passed away while 10,000 are reported missing due to catastrophic floods in Libya. Because of these heavy rainstorms, whole neighborhoods are washed away. Tamir Ramadan, head of International Federation of Red Cross and Red Crescent Societies delegation in Libya, gave the numbers of missing people during a briefing to reporters in Geneva, Switzerland on Tuesday. According to authorities, hospitals in the eastern Derna are no longer operable and morgues are full. CNN states that dead bodies were left outside of morgues in the area. These ferocious weather conditions are a result of a very strong low-pressure system that brought flooding to Greece last week and moved to the Mediterranean before developing into a tropical-like cyclone known as a medicane. We pray and send our condolences to those lost in Libya.
Authorities in southern China have launched an operation to recapture 70 crocodiles that have escaped from a commercial farm because of heavy flooding in the area. Residents have been warned to stay in their homes. These crocodiles have been living at a crocodile farm in Maoming, which is located in the southern province of Guangdong. 69 adult crocodiles alongside 6 juveniles. Members of the emergency force dressed in helmets and high visibility vests could be seen on boats in search of the reptiles. Their emergency squad told Nanfen Plus that they may have to euthanize the crocodiles rather than capture them. Some footage shows several crocodiles being captured and brought back to land, their mouths and limbs tied up to restrict their movement, as a handful of curious local residents look on from the shore. So, Maddie, what do you think of that? Like, what would you do if you were to see a crocodile?
I mean, I would be very scared, and I would really want someone to handle that situation quickly.
Absolutely. And how do you think the residents felt seeing that?
I mean, the residents, I can't imagine going out and seeing such a ferocious animal in a residential area. Especially in southern China, I don't think they're used to seeing them natively, so that would be very, very concerning for everybody involved, and I'm sure they were absolutely petrified. So.
I definitely agree. I mean, imagine just going out to walk your dog, you know?
Yes,
you just see a crocodile just loose. Insane.
Yeah. So I'm glad that they took care of that and the animals were taken care of quickly and effectively.
Of course.
Up next, we have a special story that sounds like something out of a cartoon. In a rather unusual traffic incident, a vehicle carrying a live bull was pulled over by the police in northeast Nebraska's largest city. Contrary to any potential concerns, this was no bovine-led escapade. Norfolk Police Captain Chad Riemann reported that officers received a 911 call about a vehicle, a modified Ford Crown Victoria sedan, with a bull on board, driving on the main highway entering the city of approximately 24,000 residents on Wednesday morning. Captain Riemann remarked, quote, "We didn't have a full understanding of it until we saw it." The vehicle, frequently driven by Lee Meyer in local parades, had half of its windshield and roof removed to accommodate the bull, named Howdy Doody. A yellow metal cattle gate has been repurposed as a passenger side door, enabling secure transport for the Watusi bull, with a set of longhorns serving as an ornamental hood feature. Captain Riemann also noted, quote, "It wouldn't go far without being noticed for sure." A video of the traffic stop recorded by News Channel Nebraska quickly gained traction online. This peculiar incident has certainly captured the attention of locals and online audiences, as it serves as a reminder sometimes reality can be as intriguing as fiction. So what would your reaction be if you were to see a bull on the highway, Jackie?
I would be very just confused, overall confused, because why is there a bull on the highway?
It's somewhat of a distraction, I would say. Maybe
Absolutely.
a little unsafe to others driving if you're not used to it. I don't know what happens on Nebraska highways, but...
I mean, what if it were just to go crazy and just like want to hop out, you know what I mean? It's insane. I mean, honestly, it would be a huge distraction and it can actually cause accidents because, I mean, people swerving around and everything.
I've seen a lot of crazy things on my highway commute home, but I've never seen something like that or an animal quite that big. So, Well, stay tuned this season for more unique stories from our region and beyond. And sadly, that just about does it for this episode of LTV News. Be sure to tune in 2 weeks from now, and until then, you can find us on the web as well as the rest of LaSalle TV and on our Facebook and Instagram page. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so tweet at us using our Twitter handle and start the conversation.
And if you missed a scoop and want to see it, you can find episodes on YouTube under our LaSalle TV Philly page. Thank you to our crew and viewers for helping us make this episode possible, and we're so excited for an amazing season. I'm Jackie Reyes.
And I'm Maddie Geyer. Don't forget to tune in next time for more exciting news. But for now, thanks for watching LTV News, where the action never stops.